Then we're in, baby. We're plugged in.
I don't want my legs.
Welcome back, Blackstaff Pod, episode 16. I'm here with Will. Right, mate.
Who's Will?
Your dog.
Ah, yeah, good one. What's happening, lad?
Not alright, lot. It's red hot in here, innit? Should we crack a window? Nah, it's sweet,
It's
innit?
alright, really. It's okay. The radiator's not, is it?
Oh, so the time of filming, we're going through the current heat wave in the UK.
Hopefully you can tell, and we've got like a little bit of a tan in that.
Last time we filmed during a heat wave, it got a bit freaky in here. That's all I'm gonna say. Do you remember? Last time we filmed in a heat wave? And we were just weird.
Nah. What was over? Oh yeah, I do actually.
You know what I mean? When we talk about CDs and shit.
Yeah, I do remember that. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
The latest episode's doing shite, but I'm gonna put that down to I'm gonna put that down to it being bank holiday and people forgetting and shit. So hopefully this episode we're back with a bang, and all those things. But yeah, what's new? Anything interesting happening in your life right now? Talk to me.
No. The only thing that's new is this mint weather that we're having, which is sick. Like I say, hopefully you can tell that we've caught a bit of sun.
I'm burned.
I've caught a bit of sun, me on my arm, swear down I have, yeah, but I've just been sunbathing while working, obviously still working where I can. But the beauty of working from home is that, you know, you can just sneak out on your lunch and that, get a little bit, just put a towel down, a couple of pillows, just lie in the sun for a bit. I'm just missing a bit of oil. I didn't put some oil on, like proper attract the sun. Yeah,
that's a vibe. I'm in the office, me, so best way to get in is a walk to Tesco about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and we're sitting having lunch in the car park, in front of like loads of lorries and shit. But that's the best way to get in. Today, yeah, I was having my dinner, and I felt this thing like hit me across my face. I thought, what the fuck's that going like that thinking? It felt like a spider's web. What's that? Mate, I looked down on my pants, there's a spider on my leg. What was that? I flicked it. I flicked it too hard and I squashed it into my jeans and then like dead spider like squashed like spider guts all over my leg.
That's hanging. There's not worse walking into a spider web. Sometimes when I take the bins out at night, I have to go around the side of my gaff and like there's a fence and like the wall. Like, I'll just be walking with the bins and like as I get to the end of the fucking like the little side bit of my gaff, I just feel like a fucking spider's web fucking wrapped around my face.
It's hanging, innit?
And I'm like that trying to get it all off, you know what I mean? But you don't feel like normal for like a bit because you don't know if it actually is on you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like I feel like a bit of disbelief that's actually happening, but yeah, it does. I know what you mean.
How's your week been? Have you done anything interesting?
Not a lot really. Yeah, literally just obviously a bit gutted from the football at the weekend, but I'm over it now.
You're proper wounded, yeah?
Yeah, I'm over it now. But
what a shame that is, eh? What a shame.
Is what it is. City fans out there, look, listen.
Obviously,
we're used to the shite. Do you know what I mean? We're used to the shit. We're used to doing it the hard way. So listen, next season we're back with Kane and Grealish. We'll sign them this summer and we'll just piss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like used to doing it the hard way.
Yeah, City are known for doing it, for making hard work out of things.
Little old City. You know what it is?
Little old City.
Jesus, pass me the fucking gun, mate.
But anyway, it's not a football podcast. I wanted to speak to you about Heartbreak. Now,
for fuck's sake.
Strap yourselves in, people.
Jesus.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
Fucking hell, man.
Honest.
Why just throw shit like this? We've just got here, cracked open a nice cold beer, been proper good, and now I'm getting asked about Heartbreak. Yes, I have. Oh well, nah. Yeah, nah. I've felt like I have. Yeah.
Talk me through it.
Oh, do I have to?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. The verdict was brought. Nah, to be fair, it's not Heartbreak though, but at the time it felt like
That's a name any names.
I'm not naming any names. Nah, I liked this bird time ago. I proper liked her. And like, was seeing her for a bit. But this was years ago. Let's say how many years ago? Like, I don't know, like 8 years ago? Something like that. So a long time, maybe 8, 7 years. I can't remember the specifics. But proper like this bird, was mega into her, we've seen her for months and that. And like, nothing just come from it, do you know what I mean? And like, I was more in it than she was. and I can remember like we were gonna meet up to chat about shit, and like we were speaking about the night before, and like she was getting proper upset and that, and I was like, nah, we'll talk about it tomorrow, like fucking chilling. I woke up in the morning, got ready and that, I was gonna meet her and that, and I hadn't heard from her all morning. I messaged her like, oh, what's going on with it? We're meeting up, and she sent me a massive paragraph like saying, oh, sorry, like last night I didn't mean everything I was saying, like I was just emotional and that. And I can remember, do you know what? Yeah, it's sad actually. I can remember sat in my bathroom reading the message, and I just sat in my bath out in the corner of it, and I was just like, oh my god, I was just like proper wounded. So that's probably like the closest I've really been, if I think about it. In love terms.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably the
that's the context I'm going for.
Yeah. Fucking bitch.
See, I feel
I'm over it now though. Anyway, so.
See, I feel like with Heartbreak, yeah, like I feel like it's a process that happens, yeah, and I feel like it. I mean, sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes it does come out of the blue and you don't expect it. But I feel like sometimes you sort of like deep down you anticipate it coming, so you feel like you know that it's going to happen at some point, but you're sort of like fighting against the inevitable, that you don't want to sort of, like, especially like I'm with you, like I'd been heartbroken before, but it was on the lines of like I was sort of like fighting the inevitable. I knew it was coming, but I just didn't want to believe it, and I was just trying to make things seem like it was just normal, trying to speak normal, you know, but you can just feel the energy shift, like do a complete like 180, do you know what I mean?
And they're the ones where you feel like you're more invested, and you know that it's probably not the same from them, but you're still kind of feeling like, I want to be as well, but you know what's going to actually come.
Obviously, like, there's been like times where like, obviously, like you say, you might see someone and you'd be a bit wounded, like, oh, gutted of like the prospects of what could have been. But like in terms of like being properly heartbroken, again, I'm probably the same as like once. And yeah, it was one of them, like sort of like saw it coming, just sort of like, as I said, fought against the inevitable. But it's just like how you then deal with it after it's happened. Like, what's your process? Like, some people like heal in different ways. Do you get me? So some people might just throw themselves into the work, or some people might just see their friends, and some people might fucking chase after the person that's broke the heart or whatever. Like, there's so many different like healing processes that people go through. So what's yours?
The way I see it, I would always say now that time heals all things, which it actually does. Like, over time, that feeling will go. And sometimes I've been like speaking to girls, and like, even though it's never been serious, and I've known that it weren't going to be anything serious, sometimes when you like you part from them or something just happens, and like I would like to think any girl that I've ever seen or done anything with, I have good terms with, because I'm not like a horrible person. I've never I'm not like cheated on a bird or like fucking disrespecting them or something like that, but stuff just doesn't work out. But even if I am wounded sometimes when it ends, you just got to let it be, do you know what I mean? You just got to ride it out. Like, I don't think there's one way. So some people will say, some lads will say, maybe even girls as well, might be the same for girls, like, all you have to do is like, see other people and like, you know, like get it out your system. Like, if you go and sleep with another girl and you're like, right, well, that might be a quick fix for you, but in the long run, if you did really feel so strongly about this one person, it's not going to help. So I think the only way to get over it is just to let it be.
I saw a thing that like online that made me want to have this conversation. I saw it yesterday, and I thought, you know what, that should be a sick combo for tomorrow. It was something to do with like a narcissist is the one that always in a relationship there tends to be like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not caught, like sometimes you might be in a relationship, you know, and you might split up with someone because, you know, that's just not for you, and then fate might bring you a next person the next day, and you know, that just might be how it works. But I'm speaking on averages, a lot of the time when a relationship ends, one side of the relationship just does their own thing, and you know, as you say, time heals it. They might throw themselves into different things to sort of help them get over it, and then the other side tend to dive straight back into something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that they do say that sort of like the narcissist. I know that might be a harsh way of putting it, but at the same time, it does sort of make sense. So, yeah, some people do believe that a rebound may be the best way to get over something, but in my opinion, I think you're just hiding from yourself and how you really feel there. Do you know what I mean? Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I think a rebound is a quick fix, isn't it? Depends who the rebound is, really. Obviously, you could meet somebody new exactly. Saying this, yeah, I will say this. The other day, well, like a few weeks ago, I was really, really pissed and I got home and I had a mad dream. Like, mad, vivid dream, yeah, loads of shit were going on. And a girl I was never ever serious with, not a serious thing. Like, for some reason, she was in my dream, right? And this girl's years ago. And this bird like popped up in my dream, and like I woke up in the morning like fucking hell, and I was so tempted to message her, and be like, but I was like, what could I actually say? But then I was like, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, it was like a proper weird experience, like proper mad vivid dream, like I could picture it now, and I was like, is that a sign? Because sometimes I'm not like a fucking, what's the word, like a spiritual person or something like that, but like I believe in like signs and shit like that, do you know what I mean, like certain things, and I was contemplating it all morning while I was cutting my grass.
Classic.
Yeah, I was doing the back garden and I was contemplating it, but I didn't do it in the end. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that, I just fucked it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes, yeah, life just throws these little curveballs at you, doesn't it?
100%, yeah.
But like, have you ever like, I don't want to say like chased isn't the right word, but I'm saying like when things have come to an end with someone that you really like, that may or may not have broke your heart, or something that you sort of like was gutted that it ended or whatever. Have you ever, are you the kind of guy to just leave it at that, or do you ever think, you know what, a few weeks has passed, like I wonder if this person is thinking a different way now, maybe this person regrets it, maybe I should just message her to see what she's saying. Like, have you ever done that where you thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to see what she's up to or what? To me personally, I've tried that and it's just completely backfired, so I don't do it.
No, to answer your question, I'm too stubborn like that. Like, a couple of occasions, the girl, with girls, sometimes I wish I would have done, but when things have ended, let's say I wanted to carry stuff on, which isn't very often, to be fair, not sound like a cocky gun or anything, but if we come to a decision, or if the other girl says, yeah, I'm not interested anymore, then I'll just be like, right, sweet. And that's probably an issue for me, like maybe a problem, because if I actually did really like that person, and I don't know if that's what girls would appreciate, if I did really like them, surely I would try and persist and try to like win them back almost, or try and stay in their lives, do you know what I mean? But I'm too stush for that almost. Like, I just wouldn't message them for like my own pride, just because I wouldn't want to get rejected, or they just say nah, I still wouldn't do anything, which could be an issue, which probably why I don't bird.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, I think, yeah. But it's one of them though, it's like, the way I've seen it, like, sometimes I might sit there and I think, oh my god, like, I wonder if this girl is feeling a certain way, maybe she's just, you know, things running through my head thinking, oh my god, maybe she thinks she's made a mistake, or maybe she misses me. But let's be brutally honest, yeah, if you got that close to someone over a certain period of time, like, and they did message, and you know, and it ended, and then they did message, they did miss you or whatever, they're gonna message you, aren't you? If you know someone that well, you're not gonna be a shitbag and not message them. Do you know what I mean? Because you know this person. So if they wanted to, they would. Is what I'm trying to say.
But like, that's going back to what we spoke about before. Though, like, some girls probably wouldn't message first anyway, would they? Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was a girl, like, she probably wouldn't want to message you. Well, I don't know if she liked you that much. Obviously, she probably would do. But like, I've been seeing people for not even that long, and probably caught feelings a bit too quick, and then things have ended. Which is like that's a complete other story in a way. Like that topic, like catching feelings with someone quick. Like, certain people, I think usually, again, like,
that is a conversation to be had, to be fair.
Again, this is a male perspective, so fuck knows. But in my opinion, girls catch feelings quicker than lads. Right?
Maybe.
And that's from my experiences anyway. Like, I'd probably say girls probably get more serious more often, but where am I going with this now? Sometimes, like, I've done that though. I've caught feelings quick, which is pretty rare for me. Like, I wouldn't actually do it. And the girls that I've probably caught feelings for are the ones it's never worked out with.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where a bit of like hypocrisy is not the word, but I feel like, yeah, it always happens, yeah, where like obviously You want.
It's like the one who gets away in it. Like the one
Yeah.
that you really want, you don't really get.
Yeah, 100%.
And the one that you don't want will be all over you.
That's the thing. I think that's.
I hate that shit, man. But I mean, it's good in it. But I don't like that. Obviously,
Yeah.
because you don't really get the one that you want in it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
never really. But I think that like with things like that, like with the chase is a very powerful thing. The chase brings excitement. It brings spontaneity. It brings like when you've been chasing someone for time and you finally like lock it down and you finally like get what you've been going for time, it feels sick, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it works for both boys and girls. Yeah. So girls might like it, like when girls say, oh yeah, I like a boy who's a bit of a dick, because they like the chase just as much as the boy likes the chase, and that's how it works. But I think like surely at some point in life that shit's got to fade out. You can't be sitting there at 30-year-old thinking, oh no, you know, I like this girl, but you know, she's fucking a bit too fucking for one. Like, you can't. Yeah. Surely those kind of things will eventually become old news. Is that just the thing that people grow into and grow out of, or what is it? I don't know.
There's probably defo people that still do that now, innit? But I'd like to think that like my 20s, even late 20s like that, I'd whittle out by the time I get older, innit? You know what I mean? You go through that phase, like, oh whatever. Like, and when you are ready, or then you probably look past that. You might look past certain things, as in like, you're not asked about trying it with loads of other girls, or you might just like try it with one bird, but eventually I think you'll be, if, in my opinion, if I still didn't have a girlfriend, like a serious bird, when I was like 30 odd, you probably look past a lot of flaws that you would see in a girl when you're younger, because you do want a relationship.
But I think that just comes with maturity though. I interviewed someone for work, yeah, and he said a very, very, very powerful quote to me. No one will probably know him, he's like a model guy. But when it comes with relationships and love as you get older, you've got to learn to love the devil in them. It's a nice quote, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
You got to learn to love the devil in people. So as you say, you got to look past your flaws. Is it looking past people's flaws? Or is that just getting older and becoming more mature?
Someone's flaw might be like a positive for someone else, isn't it?
Yeah, but nobody's ever perfect. Let's be brutally honest. I mean, maybe 1 in 10. Surely, when you see someone, when it comes to being a whatever long-term relationship you've been in or might be in, there'll be something that your partner, whether it's the boyfriend or the girlfriend, or they both think the same thing. There'll be one thing that that person does that the other person doesn't necessarily agree with. Yeah. But you just got to learn to understand that that's that person, that's how they operate, that's what they do.
If you like them enough, you can look past that.
Yeah, of course. There's certain things that I personally couldn't look past.
Like what?
You know what? I say that, yeah.
What's a pet hate for you in a woman? So what? I'm trying to think of something like that, man. I could probably think of something, yeah, but I don't want to say it on camera.
Yeah, same. I sound like a dick.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'd sound like. I mean, everyone has a little pet hate, though, don't they? Or something like, I don't know. Some I don't like, not mine, but some people might like how they sleep in bed or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might like the left side of the bed that's like what you always sleep on, but your boyfriend or your missus might always sleep on that left side, and you just got to put sleep on the right side, and then you see them for a bit and you're sleeping with each other, and then you realise that you're having shit night's sleep.
I mean, yeah. I mean that could be one. I mean that could be one.
If you need that good sleep though, do you know what I mean?
But I'm talking like, fuck it. When birds play footy, I'm gonna say it.
When birds play football?
Yeah.
Not a fan of that, no?
Nah.
You're not a fan of athletic women?
Nah. Probably because I'm not athletic in it, but see you the bird dominating me at footy. Nah, not a joke.
You're not going to be playing like fucking Megs with your
Longies. Nah, but that.
No, bro, that's a complete normal thing, isn't it? Like, some girls will probably say, for example, they might not like lads who are sporty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think jokes aside, to be fair, I think if I did like someone that much, like, and you know,
you could see past it.
I know 100%. I feel like I could now. Like, there's certain things where it's like, I don't know, like, if a girl was to go out raving every weekend and, you know, getting fucked.
Yeah, in States and that. Not
like
you.
That shit, like, that's not really for me. Like, no disrespect. Like, I don't have anything against it. But if you're my partner, if you're my girlfriend, if you're my missus or whatever, like, I can't really deal with that shit, because that's just not what I do. That's not what I'm into. That's not really what I enjoy. But then again, if I met someone and
she was 10-10, knocked you off your feet,
and I really, really, really liked her, and every other thing that she did, I adored. But on a Saturday night, she was like going out getting fucked.
Could you look past it?
Possibly, it depends. That's the thing. They're the things that I guess you have to sort of like cross the bridges when you come to them, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's looking past it, innit? On that topic.
Sorry, if I'm picking my bird up and she's dropped a pill or something, she's like, nah, I can't do that shit. I can't do that shit. No way.
A pet hate for me is really, really loud women.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not the quietest person, but I'm definitely not the loudest. But if I was with a girl and going out and she's proper like shouty and that, like I like sophisticated, nice women.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I would say, innit? Yeah. And if a bird's like proper screamy and that, like I couldn't wife it. No way. Like that's just one instance, like one example. Sorry, of something.
Yeah, but you say you get a missus, right, and then for all this time, like you might have seen her for a few months or whatever, and then you go out on a night out and she just gets pissed one night. But you've been together for like 6 months, you say, and she kicks off. And the true colours come out and she's going mad, she's smacking bouncers, she's just screaming there.
She's smacking bouncers.
She's just going mad, yeah, she flips.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, but that's 6 months in, if that's only when she's pissed.
Are you learning to love the devil in them? Do you know what I mean? It depends how big the devil is.
If you're 6 months in, mate, you might have to look past that a little bit. But I'd want to suss. I wouldn't get with her. I'd try and suss that out beforehand. But I know women, and men could be the same. I know some girls who can put fronts on for lads and try and like act completely different. You know what I mean? In front of them. Yeah. And the reality is, it's only a matter of time until they get found out. If you think about it. But if you're that deep with someone, are they going to look past it?
Yeah, I feel like I like to think that like I'm quite a good person at like letting my personality come across with quite easily. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm the kind of guy like if I was to go on a date with a girl or whatever, like I wouldn't hold back. I'd just be me in it.
Yeah.
Whereas like I don't really get shy. I don't really do those kind of things. So for me personally, I don't think I would. But I can. There's been times where like you see when you might meet girls or whatever, and then it might take you a few weeks or months or whatever to actually like, you know, girls love saying that phrase. Oh, I have such a guard up. I've just got my guard up, you know.
A guard? Well,
you never heard that? A bird say that?
Nah.
I've just got a big guard, you know.
Heard girls say I've been hurt before, innit? So
we've all heard that.
Don't want to be hurt again. Well, which really, I mean, is that a valid excuse? Well, I think it is a valid excuse because you can't define how hurt you are. So completely understand that. Or even like if it's something quick, like if you just split with someone and then start speaking to someone and then they're
I mean, at this age, everyone has either just got in one or just got out of a relationship. It's very rare. Like it's fair, I see myself and Ben as well as an exception. Like we've not been in relationships for time.
What about me? I'm not been in a relationship.
Oh no, that's fair. You've not either. I always have it in my head, yeah, that you and your missus split up way sooner than you actually did. But I actually don't. I forget how long you've been split up.
Years, bro.
Yeah, and I think it's COVID. It's just a blur, isn't it?
COVID is a bit of a blur.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but it's very. I feel like it's very rare that you meet a girl that has been single for a long time.
Oh yeah, that's the dream, isn't it? A 10-10 girl who's really nice. Potentially blonde.
Low key.
Who's really good looking, low key.
Hit us up.
Nice and quiet.
If
Fucking
you're there.
DM me in it. You know what I mean? That's what I want. But yeah, it's too good to be true. That's why That's why as we get older and we branch out more, we might have to look at continental things. By continental, I mean not from Manchester. I know what continents are in it, but it's just like a joke thing.
Might have to go on a fucking gap year or something. Gap year. Go to gap year.
A gap year.
Go to gap year.
Just go fucking
Wilmslow or something over the edge or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, because posh girls, as much as I'm a sucker for an accent, a really good, like a posh accent, because even though I sound like a tramp most of the time, like a good, sophisticated accent on a woman.
Yeah. Nah, mate, I'm with you on that one, to be fair, yeah, because I can't lie, I was listening to Q103 the other day. I had my dad's car ride to work, and he has to go with me for changing radio stations and that, so I had Q103 on that listening, and there was a proper rough mank bird on there, yeah, and I thought, no disrespect, yeah,
yeah, of course.
We've all got Manchester accents around here in one way or another, do you know what I mean? But like, listening to that, it made my skin absolutely crawl. It just made me well cringe. And it's like, as you say, I am a sucker for a nice little southern accent. Oh.
I need a mega bird from London, me or something.
London?
Yeah, well down south, innit? Down south. I need something like proper. Nah, do you know what? Yeah, I don't need one, innit? But like,
it's ideal, though.
There's girls from around here who sound nice.
Yeah, even like Cheshire birds. Cheshire, like as long as you're posh.
Alderley Edgebirds.
Yeah, hit
Nah, you don't have to be posh,
you
just
don't.
sound posh.
Yeah.
And be fit. Like, ideally, that's like, you know, and be nice and probably blonde.
Preferably blonde.
Yeah, that's personal preference.
When does it? Yeah, like you see with we're gonna be careful how I word this now.
Yeah.
With like seeing girls or seeing boys, like excitement is a key factor.
Mm.
When it gets boring, in one way or another, it's boring.
Mm.
It could be sexual, it could be in person, it could be in any way, shape or form. Like excitement is genuinely key, right? So how do you keep that excitement, and how much better is it when you know you shouldn't really be doing it?
Oh, fucking hell.
That's a good question, that, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, by shouldn't really be doing it, do you mean that you are fornicating with someone risky?
Yeah.
Right, so for me, personally...
In any way, but yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever seen or got with somebody where there could be some potential risks in terms of like... What can I think of? Like she might be seeing one of our mates or something.
Yeah,
something like that. Like,
yeah.
and there might be a thrill with that. I don't know because I've never been in that situation that I can think of really. Or if I have, it's never been so much that I've had to think about it. Like, oh fucking hell. Like keeping a thrill. I mean, it just depends on the bird, doesn't it? Really. Like realistically, if you're seeing a girl and you're having a good time, like the honeymoon phase is a real thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, and some people's honeymoon phase can be 1 month, 1 week, 1 year, whatever. If it's a year, then fair fucking play, mate.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but it actually is a thing. But it's when you get to the end of your tether, it's like you have to make a decision, don't you? Really.
Yeah.
Avoiding that is you must be head over heels for the person, or you're so invested in their life that maybe walking away is more difficult than staying with them. Is that right?
Yeah. No, but to be fair though, like when I say like excitement or like when I obviously staying away from the shouldn't really be doing it thing, but like there's certain girls that like you may or I may, like we do it with different girls, put like a certain girl that we just find mad attractive on like a pedestal because it's like, well, like
because it seems that way.
She's like so out of this world, like she's there up here and I'm down here. Like I'm so punchy and like those sort of things. Like realistically, you believe on paper that you shouldn't really be doing it, but if you like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm trying to get like the excitement of partnering up with someone that you shouldn't be doing.
Thinks out of your league almost.
Even so, like I said, there's so many different ways in which you can think about it. So
I mean, that'd be meant that, wouldn't it? If you are seeing a bird or if you win a bird over that you feel like is out of your league, or even it might not be a thing that because of the society that we live in now, it may not be you think she's out of your league, but everybody seems to think that this girl is a 10-10 girl, and like people might come to saying, oh, how have you got with her or something like that? Do you know what I mean?
It's all personal preference though, because there's certain girls that we know, that I can't lie, like a lot of people buzz off them and I don't really rate them at all.
Oh bro, 100%. But there's girls I know that everyone goes on about are really good looking, and it's each of their own, isn't it? Some people find people attractive, but there's also girls that I might think are good looking that other people won't. You know what I mean?
When do you grow out the phase of, like when we're younger, I think we spoke about this briefly with Gibbo, but I want to I want to dive more into it with you now. Like when do you look past the stage of like ignoring looks? I'm not saying ignoring looks because I would say every single person, you're brought up to learn and to live by the idea of not judging books by the cover. But let's be brutally honest, you're an absolute stone cold liar if you don't judge books by their covers.
Facts.
You do that with friends, you do that with girls, you do that with any random person on the street. You judge them by the way that they look, their appearance, what clothes they're wearing. You know what I'm trying to say.
Facts.
So as you get older, of course, I've genuinely, I've started to, not even like off the look stage, but like, as I've got older, I've found things that I didn't used to find attractive when I was younger. I now find them like mad attractive. My preferences have changed as I've gotten older. But when does it get to the phase where you like genuinely like love the personality in them and solely that, and you don't really tend to look at the looks?
See, I don't know. I don't think I can answer that because I don't know when that phase is because I haven't encountered it myself. What I will say, I agree with you, is that as I've gotten older, I'm very much but by its cover person when it comes to women. Like, I won't speak to a girl if I don't think she's good looking. But
in a relationship.
In a relationship sense, yeah. Sorry, not just any girl in the world, not dickhead. But I can speak to girls that maybe I don't find attractive, like casually, socially, and just speaking to them. You can now that I'm getting older, I can pick more from it. Do you know what I mean?
Understand it,
and I can think that, hold on a minute, maybe she's not exactly my type, but she's actually a really nice girl or a really cool girl, or I can happily speak to her. Do you know what I mean?
No, there's been like experiences for me like where I may have met someone or seen someone just in like a completely non-relationship kind of way, just purely on like a friend vibe, and like as time's gotten on and I've gotten to know this person, originally like you can appreciate someone for, you know, being pretty or being whatever, but you might think, you know what, she's I can appreciate her, but she's just not my cup of tea. But as time's gone on and you've got to know that person even more, that person just then starts to look more and more attractive as time goes on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I feel like that just tends to be the case with people.
Have you ever spoke to a girl and you think she's good looking, but she's not really good looking, like in your specific type, but you spoke to her for a bit and you actually realise that she's a proper nice person, and you really get along with her and that.
Yeah.
But realistically, looks wise, or maybe even personality wise, she's not your type. What would you do from there? Would you keep thinking, well, she is nice, so I'll carry on speaking to her, or I want to maybe pursue things, or would you, like, back of your mind thinking, maybe she's not really my type of girl?
Well, I think it just depends on like the two people in the situation and how mature those people are. I mean, I've had an experience before in my lifetime where, a few years ago now, where like I met someone with a friend vibe, and then we end up fornicating, and then
Why do I say fornicating?
we end up entering certain relations or whatnot over a period of time, and then one day we just went, you know what, fuck it, we're just mates.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck it, and then we've been friends ever since.
Well, that's how you both felt about that. And that's a good
but
thing.
That was so easy though.
Yeah.
It's not always going to be easy like that. It just so happens that we're both just dead straight up people that are like, yeah, fuck it, we're just friends. Like, we're just friends.
I've been with a girl once, who I was speaking to for a little bit, and then I slept with her. And then the next day, I didn't message her like in the morning, and she sent me a big paragraph like, "I'm not being weird or anything, but what are we?" And I was like, oh fucking hell, like a bit of an ick thing, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, not even being like stush or even being like, oh well, I just slept with her and that. Like, but because I slept with her, then like it was like a massive thing. And I think people are different, aren't they? Like, some people might see it as because I've slept with a girl, or if a girl slept with a lad, then they catch feelings like really quick or so much, or something like that. And everyone's different, really. It just depends on like where they're at.
The thing is, you say that with girls, yeah, but like,
oh, don't get me wrong.
I've to be fair, it's only happened once for me, but yeah, but I've slept with a girl once and I thought, ras my taz, marry me. Straight up, do you know what I mean? Like, I just like, I've slept with her and like, it just like flipped a switch in my head and I thought, rah, I well like you.
Bro, I've done the exact same. I've caught feelings of sleeping with a girl and it didn't end well, so...
Yeah, no, and well for me.
See, but that's the thing. That's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
If that does happen with you, and that's like, just like I said with that girl with me, that's her point of view. Maybe she felt like that, so she had to ask me, what are we? And I didn't ask that, but it just didn't end well. And you know what I mean? Like, it's a cruel world.
Yeah, it is. It's unfair, and I think the politics are just so strange. And you genuinely are in those early stages, like that process of like transitioning from being friends to seeing someone to being with them. Like, you really are playing a guessing game.
Yeah.
Because if you play the wrong card at one point, it could just fuck it up for you.
What I would say is, from my personal opinion now, if you sleep with someone and you have got feelings for them, and if no matter how long you spoke for them, but you slept with them, or if you slept with them, no matter how long you've been speaking to them, don't tell them that you really like them unless you know they're going to say it back.
Yeah.
Because if you do, it'll fucking scare them off.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Now, not even saying it like, that's just from my opinion. That's my even an experience for me. Like, don't do that because it's not worth it, and then you'll be fucking thinking in your head. And then someone like me who won't chase it if that's not what they want, then it's done then. And then it's like, what if? You know what I mean?
That's the thing, yeah. But I think like when when it's like when you're like friends originally, like I think like sex can just like overcomplicate things like so much. Like it's like once you have sex with someone, like as I say, it depends on like the two people involved.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that's like, especially when you go on like a friend vibe, and then you just sort of like, you know, I might just go over here for a sec with you, and we'll just see how it goes. Like we'll dabble in this sort of like more than friends pool for a little bit and see how it goes. But like by the time you're in that pool and you want to get out of it and get into another pool, that other pool might be already taken, and you just might just ruin the whole friendship altogether. Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
Like that's where it just becomes a little bit sticky, where it's like as I say, when it happened to me, we were just really lucky to just both be on the complete same wavelength and go, no, what, fuck it now, we're just mates.
Which is good.
But in other situations, you never know. Like you might sleep with someone, and it might just completely fuck everything up forever.
Yeah, literally.
So that's why people just have to be careful.
It could be going so well, and you just fuck things up for yourself, or vice versa,
Yeah.
or something like that. It's a tough one, isn't it? That's why, especially when you're at this age as well. It is tough. It is very tough, but what can you do, man? Don't say you like them unless you're sure, or if they're sure as well, to avoid heartbreak. Like the first opening question that was asked.
How do you tell a girl that you like her? Like, do you do it through straight up saying, look, I like you, or do you do it through gestures that just clearly imply that you like that person? Do you know what I mean? I'm more of a gestures guy.
Yeah.
I'm more of a guy that look, listen, because for me, like, if I like a girl, like I've seen a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot because I'm not saying a lot of girls, but like I've been out on dates and I've seen girls and I've got along with them and I've just not liked them. I've just not liked them in that way. But there's been other times where I might have seen someone and there might have been a spark or whatever, and I like that person. So instead of like me going out and saying, look, listen, I hate you. Instead of me going out and going straight to that person, look, I like you. I'm just going to show that I like you through kind gestures and through just being a nice person and, you know, and doing things. And
yeah, I think that's the right way about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you say you like them, then you might scare them off.
Well, that's what I mean, but I'm saying, like, if someone says to you straight up, like, oh, well, what are we? Then that's sort of implying you want that person to say, look, listen, I like you, but why are the things overcomplicated like that? Do you know what I mean?
It just depends. The ideal scenario, bro, is that the next two women that we see that we really like both like us back, and then they just say, I really like you, and I'll be like, yeah, I really like you too, and then we just patterned it, and then we're living the fucking dream, man.
I mean, in an ideal world, like, my dream girl just hops in my DMs, like, and approaches are just like...
Bro, in an ideal world, I win the fucking lottery, fuck a woman, you know what I mean? Like, someone gives me bare dough, and then all the birds would want me.
Well, that's just like a really shallow way of looking at it.
I'm only joking, innit? Obviously, I'd rather you DM me in it. That was like, well, I'm not saying it again because I said it 3 times now, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, realistically, hopefully that happens.
Yeah, hopefully it does. But that's
fingers crossed. If you're watching this, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's catchphrase. But yeah, man, it's just I just feel like your 20s are just such complicated years that are just full of like unnecessary politics and unnecessary unwritten rules that for some reason society has plucked up out of nowhere. It's like, why aren't things as simple like they used to be back in
social media, bro?
Why are things simple like they were in our parents' days? Like, you see, like when, for me, yeah, like if I tell my mum and dad, that's why I very rarely tell them that I'm seeing a girl. Like, I'll always tell my mum and dad that I've seen a girl if I'm like seeing a girl properly, because they don't understand it. If I went to mum and dad, oh look, I'm going out on a first date with this girl tonight, it's a first date, that's it, I'm meeting her for the first time, making it as clear as fuck. I'll come back that night, and then they're convinced I've got a girlfriend. Yeah. They are convinced that this is my life partner now. Do you know what I mean? They just don't get it.
Don't get it. I mean, it's a dodgy thing for parents. Like, to be fair, I don't actually go on many dates. I don't think I've been on many dates in my lifetime, to be fair. Not first dates, anyway. Not that I can think of. Just because...
No, but if you say straight up, like, look, listen, like, I might go out for a drink with a girl or whatever, like, and I'm not going to tell them that I'm going out for a drink with a girl, no way. No. Because they just automatically think that I've got a girlfriend, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I know what you mean. It's a tough one, isn't it? On a side note, sorry, what did you put in the story before?
We're asking for a crypto person to come.
Oh shit, right,
We're calling out for a guest. I put it on the story before, I mean, obviously by the time this is out, it'll be a few days old, but today, on Wednesday, the 2nd of June,
Yeah.
I put a story on asking for like a crypto expert to come onto the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on my personal Instagram as well later. But yeah, I really want us to follow through with that one because I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, just seen a few people reply.
Yeah, quite a few people replied to the story saying it's a sick idea. So
If you know crypto,
hit us up, baby.
you know the rest.
To be fair, unless we line it up before Sunday, like this will still actually be relevant for people to like
Yes.
help us out on that.
Help us out.
Do you know what I mean?
Hopefully we start somebody.
Hopefully, fingers
See
crossed.
if they fall in love as well. If they're not there heartbroken.
Well, I'm sure they've got plenty of side bitches there with all that crypto dough there. Do you know what I mean?
Plenty of fucking Bitcoin bitches.
Bitcoin bitches, baby.
Bitcoin sluts.
I feel that was a really good conversation.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good that, yeah.
How long's we been going?
Probably not that long.
42 minutes.
Is that it? No, to be fair though, it went quick that long.
Yeah, we're pretty quick that. We can squeeze another segment in if you want to talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Should talk about the footy at weekend.
No.
No,
Definitely not.
Let me think.
Has anything mad happened?
Not really.
You know what we need to, we say it every single week, we need
Bank
to...
holiday weekend. What did you just do?
What did we do on Bank Holiday weekend? I mean...
Playing cricket, got pissed.
Yeah, watched the fucking City get beat in the Champions League final and got pissed.
What score did that finish?
Oh, fuck knows. Nah, you know what, yeah? You know what I'm going to say, yeah? I am, honestly, as each passing day goes by, I want to live in Manchester City Centre even more. There's something about the city life, yeah, that I just love. I love being out in town, and I'm not going to do it in it because it's unfair on my dog, but like, I just love the city life. Like, I would quite happily, in a heartbeat, like, get an apartment in town, me, quite easily. Like, that lifestyle, I just love it.
Fair enough. I always think where I live, I love where I live, so I'd never want to leave. Even though I will eventually leave, but...
I mean, we've got a nice balance where we live because we're not too far from town.
Yeah, we're perfect distance, innit?
Yeah.
Literally.
But like, the idea of town, like, I just love the vibes. I think it was because it was just such a nice weekend as well with the weather. Like, the vibes were absolutely popping off on Sunday. It was sick. But I was there the previous weekend as well when my friend from uni came down. Like, was in town there, and like, just the energy's sick. And obviously, our kid's got an apartment there as well, and he loves it. He loves it. So,
well, a big one is, as we were speaking about earlier, holidays.
Yeah. Are we booking one or what? I want to book one right now.
Where do you want to go on holiday? Like,
Anywhere.
I know this is actually like the first time I've actually spoke about it besides that.
Yeah, we actually haven't spoken about this outside of the pod. Like, we've just had this conversation.
Just been like, what, go on holiday, innit? But where should we go?
We put it in the group chat this morning. It's lunchtime, and we've not spoken about it since.
If you watch this far, yeah, comment where we should go. The best place to go on holiday.
Yeah, so Lizzie's going to comment and no one else. Big up Lizzie, because we know you're watching. Big up Lizzie and Jack, yeah, you're in bed now watching. This is a shout out for you. I know you'll appreciate that.
Jack's birthday today.
You okay?
No, fucking Jack Collins.
Oh shit, yeah, Jack Collins, happy birthday, bro. Yeah, we're filming on your birthday, mate.
Happy birthday, Jack.
For all the Boxed Off viewers that don't know who Jack Collins is, well, just unlucky for you because them two watch to the end every single week. So
you're lost, brother, if you don't know who it is. Oh, woman, if you don't know.
Yeah, if you two ever want to come on, yeah, you can fucking come on, you know. You're probably like our most loyal fans.
Be a good. Oh, I don't know.
No, we do have a few.
They are loyal, innit?
They are.
We've got some stiff competition.
They're definitely in the top 3%.
You reckon? Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
Definitely.
Reckon we can fit them both on.
Yeah, if we move the cameras around a little bit.
We'll put it to them anyway.
We'll put it to them. Yeah, I'm sure they will do. Because Lizzie loves talking to her about it on the weekend. She loves the music we talk about.
Yeah, I know.
That's a conversation for off camera.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, obviously, like, more countries are opening up now, so we can go.
Did more get announced today? The Green.
More, I think BJ did his announcement at 5 o'clock. So, but the thing is, yeah, you can go Spain now without even having to have a test, which is a bit sus.
Go out FIFA.
It's a bit suspect.
It's got to isolate when you get back.
I don't even think so, you know. Possibly, but I've had a vaccine, so I don't know what the rules would be for me.
You only have one though, innit?
Yeah,
No, it's on the green list, you don't need
but
to.
by the time we go though, I probably would have had my second jab. Because I probably had my second jab in 5 or 6 weeks, but...
I need to get my jab, to be fair. I need to sort that out, just can't be honest.
Yeah, it's long, to be fair. I kind of regret having it, I can't lie, but I'm just going to fucking follow through with it now.
Why do you regret having it?
Only because, like, it sounds like we're not even going to have to fucking need him.
Nah, you are going to need it soon.
Do you rate?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some.
But
people
when
that just don't
people
have
like Spain are opening up, you don't even have to have a test and like no jabs or anything. Like people are just going away now without having a vaccination or a test or whatever. That makes me think like, what's the fucking I know what the purpose is because now the vaccines are out. Hardly anyone's got COVID these days.
What if you actually do get COVID, don't it? Like, when you get this new Indian variant that's up in Bolton.
Yeah, true.
Murky, man. Nobody. It was yesterday. There was the first time there was no deaths from COVID.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, sick.
But there was 3,000 odd new cases.
Yeah, it is what it is though.
Indian variant, man.
They're not bothered about that shit though. Like, they're only bothered about like people being in hospitals. Really.
Do you reckon on the 21st we're gonna go back to normal?
I fucking hope so.
Because I've seen things saying that it might be delayed.
Yeah, push it back. Yeah, Scotland have been a bit wary about it.
Well, it's got Nicola Sturgeon.
Yeah, I was listening to the radio yesterday. She's pretty.
She's vexed her, isn't she?
Yeah, man. She's a lot more sceptical than Boris is, anyway. That's for sure.
She's a mad bitch. I swear down. Well, there's a woman at my work who's Scottish. Who like, I don't know if she actually likes her or not, so I don't want to put words in her mouth. But what goes on about her, and our kid always talks about her with her as well because they're big mates.
Well, there we go then.
Yeah, Big Nick.
Get on
Oh, well. Yeah, she wants to come on, but was the one who commented on a video.
I'm not even going to say it yet, but...
Nah, it was a funny comment. She's only joking, innit? You know you are, Sue. You know you are. Sue, if you're watching this, yeah? Fucking DM me, love, you know what I mean? She'll love that.
But yeah, no, we need to get a Bitcoin expert on for next week. Yeah, that's our task.
We need to make our own Bitcoin, a boxed off coin.
Yeah, boxed off coin. Oh, I can smell money. I wouldn't know where to start. But
I don't have a fucking clue any of that shit.
You know what? Have you heard of a YouTube channel called Zach and Jay?
No.
They made a coin, like an exclusive coin that had like the faces on it, and they sold it.
What, like a pound coin?
It was like a big coin with like a spinny thing in the inside. That had
like an actual coin?
Yeah,
or like a Bitcoin?
No, like a physical coin, like
a
a gold thing. It's bigger though.
And
it like in the middle, it like span at the obviously one's called Zach and one's called Jay, and like the faces were on either side of it.
Right.
And they flogged them, and they made a bit of dough off it. So who knows?
Have they got bare subscribers?
Yeah, they got nearly 1 million, I think.
Oh, that makes sense. I was gonna say just
they did it when they got 100k. It was like 100,000 subscriber plaque.
I was going to sell a coin.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, if they got money off it, fair enough. You make money off it.
Would you ever do merchandise? If we
What?
got big?
What, boxed off merchandise?
Yeah.
Therefore, mate.
If we got big, I wouldn't know what we'd do.
That's fucking... I'd make boxed off.
We're going to do boxed off events as well. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah, obviously that's TBC, innit?
That's in the pipeline, so I'll get to fucking know. So those like 3 people that are watching right now.
Innit? So Lizzie and Jack, you can come.
You got it.
Nah, we will get on that soon. We will pattern that soon.
Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, man, is that a wrap?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
So yeah, we appreciate all of you beautiful people watching. Even if you don't watch till the end, yeah, like we still appreciate the love. Do you know what I mean? Like, just watch us for as far as you possibly can.
If you watch this far, man, just fucking
tell us where we need to go on holiday.
Tell us where we need to go. Give us a thumbs up.
You know what? Yeah,
do a little repost on your story on the Insta.
If we go on holiday, yeah. If we go on holiday, we'll film a fucking episode over there.
Big shout.
We'll film an episode in what country do you want us to film a boxed off episode in?
We should film an episode somewhere else anyway. Now the sun's out, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I actually contemplated. Do you reckon we should do it in the garden today? But I fought against it.
We could definitely go somewhere.
I thought my mum might want to sit in the garden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair. We could definitely go somewhere though. Maybe even next week if we don't have a crypto guy on. We could go somewhere because it's going to be nice weather next week. I'm just trying to think. Oh, in your garden or just somewhere.
Should we just do it in the garden?
We could do, yeah. I'll be down for that. We'll have to see how the audio is though, innit?
Yeah, true.
Can't be fucking kids on their 20 aside.
Yeah, but we might have to wait till we get the new equipment then if we're going to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, and I want to go because I need the toilet. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week. Appreciate it. Let us know where you want to film, what country you want us to film in, and if you don't already, you know what I found out? Yeah, random people are finding our, and maybe it's because we've boring things, but when we upload it, we've been doing different tags and stuff. So people who aren't subscribed and people who don't follow the Instagram, people are just randomly finding us on suggested videos now and clicking on it. So it's like 10% of people actually don't know who we are. Nice. So big up you people.
Click the link in our thing, follow us on Instagram. If you follow us on Instagram, you don't subscribe, yeah? I'm coming for you, mate.
Yeah, you need to subscribe. Yeah, that's what I mean. We've got like 500 people follow us on Instagram, yeah, and like 160 subs, so it's like...
Gotta get banged out, mate.
Sort your head out. But yeah, as I say, I really need the toilet, so... See you later, guys. Nice one.
Guys. Boom, boom, boom.